So then guys, I've just finished what I believe to be the penultimate fight and the penultimate episode in Dragon Ball Super. I want to get straight to the point in this review. I don't want to dawdle on and drag it all on, so let's jump into it, Senpai Squad. First off, I need to say, I thought the art and animation was fantastic and the colours were phenomenal. It was such a beautiful looking episode, and if I didn't know better, I would have said it was straight from a movie. That was anime movie quality, and I think probably, especially in terms of quality, it was the best fight in Dragon Ball history. On top of that, it was extremely enjoyable. I don't think you can sit down and watch that fight and not feel some sort of adrenaline and epicness running through you, because watching that, I genuinely felt like, shit, this is sick. This is genuinely awesome. Now I'm going to get into the spoiler bit. So if you clicked on this video expecting no spoilers, it is a review, so I don't know why you would do that anyway, but I'm sorry, there's going to be spoilers from now on. Like I said, the art and animation and the fight itself was fantastic. However, it was all let down. All that incredibleness was all brought down by one moment of cliche. Well, two moments of cliche. So basically, we see Goku in his Mastered Ultra Instinct form, really bringing the 110% out of Jiren. Jiren, you can tell now, was really going for this. He was screaming. This was the most we've really seen Jiren speak in an entire episode. He spoke more in this episode than probably all of the other episodes put together. I personally liked Jiren. I think he was very cool. He was very badass. However, there was some things he did in this episode which are a bit like, whoa, that was a bit of a dick move. That dick move being, he tried to, he fired a shot, I believe, at the Universe 7 watchers, like the spectators. That was a bit of a dick move, Jiren. Not a fan of that one. But anyway, after they're going back and forth in this incredible fight, Goku hits Jiren hard. He hits Jiren so hard, and at that point, boy, Jiren is gone. He is a gunner, but he's not, obviously, and this is cliche number one. Obviously, at the very last moment when Goku is about to deliver the very last blow, obviously Goku miraculously, Obviously, Goku at the last second just completely loses all of his power out of nowhere. It's just like, oh, my powers ran out and I'm forced to collapse and I'm defenseless. Wow. Never seen that one before. So yeah, Goku loses his Ultra Instinct. He collapses to the ground because his body is just, it can't take it. And at that point when I first saw that, especially because of all of the dark purple black aura around him, because I'm pretty sure it was Frieza's theme that was playing, I was like, boy, Frieza has backstabbed Goku. I was like, wow, that I would have liked that. I personally think that would have been quite a cool little thing, but didn't happen. It was just Goku running out of power, which is a bit, yeah, about that, a bit cliche. So on top of that, Jiren is stood in front of a collapsed Goku, and he's saying Goku, I'm sorry that our fight had to end this way, but I'm going to finish it. And I've seen some people get annoyed that Jiren took advantage of Goku being powerless and blew him off the stage. And I'm just like, what? What? How can you be annoyed at that? It's not like Jiren, when the fate of his entire universe and existence is in his hands. You know, it all depends on him winning this tournament. And his last opponent is in front of him, powerless, defenseless. He can easily kill him. Well, knock him off the stage. You think Jiren's just going to be stood there like, oh, how's about I just, wait for you to get back up, even though you literally just absolutely bodied me. I will wait for you to get back up, and then and then I can get knocked off, because that's not cliche either. But yeah, thankfully Jiren didn't go down that road, but it doesn't matter anyway, because Jiren blasts Goku off the stage, and then Frieza saves him from falling. I'm pretty sure it's Frieza that saves him from falling, which I don't know about me, but that didn't seem very Frieza-esque, but I can kind of deal with it. You know, Frieza might have been like lurking in the shadows, waiting for Goku to get eliminated, and then he'd finish off Jiren, but he could have been watching Jiren and be like, this boy, I can't take him alone, so Goku, come on back. So that I can kind of get with. But then, out of nowhere, Android 17 comes back. Like, couldn't you have just... Don't get me wrong, I love Android 17, he's such a cool character, but his death was impactful. It meant something. His death was a good death. Why does he need to come back? I will tell you why. He doesn't need to come back. It felt like I was watching a fairy tale episode. I'm not going to lie, that felt so fairy tale-esque. It's just like, when can these shonen anime stop killing off characters but not killing them off? And Android's excuse for not dying, like his reasoning was so it wasn't even a reason, it was so bad. It was just like, oh wow, there was a chance I would live, and wow, what a surprise, I lived. So yeah, that bit annoyed me. Android 17 didn't need to come back. However, I will admit the preview of the next episode does look pretty cool, seeing 17 and Frieza fighting alongside each other. Can't wait for the last episode. It's going to be such a great episode, and finally we'll wrap up this very long tournament of power. But if I had to give my final bit on this episode 131, I have to say it was an enjoyable episode. The quality in animation was out of this world, fantastic. The fight was so good. I really enjoyed that fight. It's one of those fights which you can just watch over and over and over again and you won't get bored of it. However, Clichés let it down, in my opinion. Clichés really let it down. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it something like, I don't know, like a 7.58, which is still a good rating, don't get me wrong, it's still a fantastic episode, but it really could have been very close to a 10 if these horrible Clichés, mainly him running out of power last second and 17 coming back out of nowhere because, well, there was a little chance and, well, what do you know, that chance occurred, it would have been near 10 out of 10. But it's my opinion. Leave your opinion in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video, but until then, peace.